Yeah, welcome to another edition of the BFFisodes podcast. This is BFF episode number 23. Today is
23.
23 episodes in the books. Today is Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. And I'm Ernie Vicente. And as always, I'm here with my BFF, Kevin Various. How are you doing, Kev?
I'm good, Ernst. What's going on?
Nothing much, just hanging out here. Lockdown has been extended here in Ontario, all of Ontario, I believe.
I think so.
Yes,
June the 2nd.
Another 2 weeks. It was supposed to be done this week, but now it's June the 2nd, so now we're stuck doing nothing. Right? But at least you're doing stuff, right? You're working.
Yeah, I guess sure. Yeah,
I'm looking for, because I have to look for excuses to go out. Because I'm here in Brampton in my parents' basement for now, and I I make up excuses just to get out. Like I'll be like, oh, I have to get gas at 10:30 because I can't be like, what are they doing? Like, what's he doing at 10:30 at night?
Well, they probably don't want you going out and bringing anything back. That's probably why.
Oh yeah, I know. But sometimes it's like a nice night. Sometimes I want to go for like a walk or
a drive.
Nice drive. That's why. So like I'll get gas every night, even though it's like I put like 2 bucks of gas. I just gotta make up excuses. They get so sometimes my mom's like, "Oh man, I need like tomato sauce or something." I'm like, "Oh, I'll get it." I see any excuse to go out. Kev, you need anything? I'm there.
But Ernst, it's pretty far.
I have no, you know what I mean? I don't know if I told you the story, but I was because recently I've been fixing up my car, so I've been loving driving again. It's been a few years because like I've been living downtown, but you don't drive as much, and plus like when you live downtown, you don't really like driving downtown at all,
right?
Pre-COVID, because of the traffic and you have to find parking. So whenever I would do shows in Toronto, I would just take the bus or walk or subway or whatever. Right. So I was like, I don't even want to drive anymore. But now, ever since I fixed up the car, I got tinted windows, right. Cause I'm loving just driving around again. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to upgrade my was it 9-year-old car. So I went on Kijiji. I went to look for these floor mats.
Oh, you're going all the way, eh? Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. I was like, I could vacuum it. I could vacuum the car, or I could just buy new mats. And these mats, they're cheap. They're $20. But here's the thing: I saw these mats for $20, but the dude who was selling them was in Waterloo.
Oh. For how much were they? $20?
$20 for 2 pretty new floor mats.
Okay.
And I'm in here in Brampton, so it's about an hour away. Would you have done it?
I would say depending on the circumstance, but if it was like me now, yeah, I'd probably do it, and I'll go into a story about that afterwards. But did you do it?
Of course I did it.
Yeah. Any excuse
to get out. I messaged the guy, and then but here's the thing: he's like, yeah, it's $20, but from Brampton it's gonna be like an hour. And I was like, I don't care. I need these new mats. No one else was selling. No one had these Mazda 3 mats that I was looking for. Okay. But then here's the thing: I was driving for an hour. Then halfway through, I was like, wait a minute, this is Kijiji. Because sometimes you want something, but then like last minute they won't sell or they don't show up.
Yeah.
Or someone else will buy it for even more than what you're gonna pay for it. So I'm driving. I'm like, what if I go all the way there And the guy's like, "Oh, sorry,
Sold them.
I sold him." And I'm like, "But I just drove an hour, you know." But luckily, the guy gave me his home address. You know what I mean? So I'm if you know what I mean. If it's like, "Oh, meet me at Tim Hortons," then you're like, "Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll show up."
Yeah.
But if he gives you the home address, I'm like, "Okay, you know what? He's not going to screw me because I know where he lives."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I pulled up, got the mats, and he was like an older dude. He's like retired, and he was like a nice guy. Because I thought I was just gonna pull up, and it's gonna be like a drive by thing, Like I didn't even. I thought I wasn't even gonna have to turn off the car. I thought I was just gonna drive onto the driveway, and then he's gonna throw the mats in, and then I'll throw him $20. I'm like, "See ya." But he was like, come in. I was like, okay.
Oh, I feel like this is like the start of like a Dateline episode.
No. He was nice. He's a nice guy. Because either he's retired. Him and his wife are retired. So it's like, I think any company they want.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but you don't know who's inside the house.
Oh yeah, that's right. But like, what are they gonna rob me for $20?
No, they probably would rob you for everything you had, other than your $20.
$40. $40 worth of stuff. Yeah, so he was actually a nice guy. He was like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I'm like, "Well, I used to be a comedian, but now we don't do shows." He's like, "Oh, you know what? Do you have anything online? I'll check it out." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I guess, yeah." Just like search my name on YouTube, and then he I guess he did, because he messaged me like on the way home. He's like, "Oh, nice meeting you. Yeah, I'm gonna check out your stuff right now." I was like,
"Oh, okay." I thought you were gonna say something like as you were standing there, he YouTubed you, and then you guys had to watch like your clips.
Oh no, that's the worst. That's the worst. You know what I mean? That's like so much pressure.
Not even from that. It would just be kind of awkward though. Like, I don't even know who these people are, and they're gonna be checking out my highlight reels in their house that I've never.
No. I want, I appreciate the views.
Like, hey, anything buddy, for a drive and anything for a view.
Yeah, look at that. I got a nice drive out of it, and I got some new Mazda 3 floor mats. Got a new fan. Maybe he'll make his way down here to watch me perform again. But he's good.
So all went well. It was fine. Well. You left, and you got some new mats. And going back to whether or not I would have done it, like I said, maybe depending on the time, but I did do something similar to that back in the day. You'll remember we had gone to a WWE House Show. Might have been a Raw, or might have been WrestleMania.
I know you're talking about. It was WrestleMania here. WrestleMania 18.
18, the biggest one. Icon versus icon. And leading up to WrestleMania, they have these little I can't even remember what they call it.
I think it's like Fan Access or something.
Yeah, something like that. So you can go meet and greet people. You can buy merch and stuff like that. And the merch that I purchased was a Stone Cold Smoking Skull WWE Championship belt replica.
Yes.
It was $400. And I don't know what year WrestleMania 18 was.
That was 2002.
Right. So I held on to that for quite some time. I want to say until maybe 2010, possibly. Until I wanted to sell it because I didn't think I need to keep it. Anymore.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this. Wait, so when you bought it in 2002, I was there. I remember you bought this thing. We were working at the time, right? Because I remember I was working at Burger King, and you were working already.
I was driving trucks, yeah, something like that.
Okay, so we had money.
Yes, yeah. We had money,
and I think
clearly
back then,
too much money.
Too much money. I think back then, money was like, we had so much money. Like, we weren't rich, but it's like,
because the only thing we were paying for were probably our car and maybe car insurance, and that's about it.
Right? Yeah, and like cell phones were so cheap back then.
Yeah. I think I might have been on minutes at that time.
So. I think mine was free after 6.
Yeah. So anyway, I put this thing up on Kijiji, and a couple of people they show interest, but nobody bites. This one kid is like, I'll offer. I think I threw it up there for. I want to say I put like 350.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, I mean, 350 is pretty good. It's pretty good condition. It's like 10 years after the fact or 8 years after the fact. But this kid's like, I'll if I drive down there though, can you take $100 off? Because he's coming from London. So I'm like, I don't want to take any money off. I'd rather have that extra 100 for whatever. So I figured, I'll just drive there, because I figured, maybe it's gonna be an hour and 15 at the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than that. It was probably about an hour and a half that I drove down there to get to London, and I had to meet him at a Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
But I got the money. And I think that was more important. I didn't mind the drive because I was single at the time. I didn't have anything going on that night, and it was a nice night. So I get the fact that you wanted to go all the way to Waterloo, because why not? Why not? What else are you gonna do?
Yes. Why not? That was it. I remember when you bought that belt. It was like a real belt. It was like 30 pounds.
It was heavy. It was like the ones that you would see the wrestlers wear.
Mm-hmm.
Not those little toy ones that you buy at Walmart or Toys R Us.
I have one here. It's like styrofoam.
Yeah, no, this was a big one, and the back was like a snake skin. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Now I kind of regret giving it away, but 350 is 350.
Yeah. You know, we grew up 8 years later. We needed the money for other things. So you probably bought
cigarettes
or something.
Yeah.
You need those. Those are more essential.
And you got to grow up sometime, right?
Yeah,
you got to grow up.
Stupid belt.
That being said, though, I've had a couple of bad interactions on Kijiji.
Ooh.
Just trying to sell a phone, and this was in Beamsville. So I put it up online and on Kijiji, and then there'd be. It seemed, I thought they were real people, but apparently there's like these. It might be bots, or maybe they're just like idiots who are just wasting people's time. But I'd gone to meet 3 different people, and each time none of them showed up.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Like you told them, we'll meet at Tim Hortons.
Right. I never gave them my home address.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. So it was like somewhere close by, and I would wait there. Yeah. And the feeling afterwards is just like
it's like you stood up.
Yeah. I almost felt like at the gas station, like they would come out. I felt like they were going to say, like, "Are you gonna buy gas, or are you waiting for somebody?"
Yeah.
Like the equivalent to a waiter or waitress removing, the other spoons and forks at the table if nobody else is coming. Yeah. I'm just waiting for somebody. They should be here. They should be here any minute now. They told me 6:30. 6:30. Fucking assholes.
I remember. I think it's 2012 or something. 2013. I quit my full-time job at CIBC. I was like, I'm going to be a full-time comedian, and then I had no money, right? So I was panicking. I was like, oh man, I gotta make some money. I just quit. So I started panicking, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I have all this old stuff I'm gonna sell on Kijiji. So I had I don't know if you remember the BlackBerry Playbook.
Oh yeah.
It's like a tablet.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I don't know why I had one, but so I had it, and then I sold it for $40 on Kijiji. But here's the thing, the charger. When the guy, because we met up at the Tim Hortons, and then it wasn't charging. He checked if it was charging, and I'm like, it was charged before, right? So then I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's the outlet. Maybe it's the outlet. So I'm like scrambling around the restaurant looking for another outlet. I'm like, excuse me. And I felt like, remember Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness? He's trying to sell that bone density machine.
Yeah.
He's like, sir, I swear it works. It works. I'm like, come here, sir. Come
You
here.
know what, Ernie? It sounds like a good product, but maybe just not right now. It might not be the right time.
You want this playbook? You can go BBM. You can talk to someone. Finally, it was the outlet.
But so it did work. It did work. Woo!
But I was scrambling. I was like, oh my, no, it worked. I just tried it at home. Please, sir, I need the $40, please. Sir, do you want some floor mats?
$20, but you got to come to Waterloo. You got to come to Waterloo. You were saying that 2013 was when you quit.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so there's probably people out there who are kind of wondering this, because a lot of people struggle with this. They get complacent in their jobs, and they find it hard to leave. So what was the thought process for you, leaving work, a steady paycheck, to
Oh well, the thing was, I was working full time, so like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, right? But at the same time, I was already like 3 years in, maybe, of doing stand up, and I was getting really tired because you do the shows, you hang out, you get home, and then you get home like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
sleep for like 4.5 hours, whatever, every day, and you're drained. So every day I'd wake up like, oh, I have to go to work. I'd rather do my night gig, which is stand-up comedy.
right.
And then it just came to a point where I was like so tired that I was like, the money isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Because like if you enjoy what you do, like stand-up or, whatever your passion is, art, like singing, driving, I don't know. Yeah, whatever it is, if you enjoy that, the money will follow.
All right.
You got to take the plunge.
But was there a part of you, because at 3 years in, you are, if I can remember correctly, at 3 years, you're doing shows every night. For the most.
Yeah. But I'm not getting paid like a lot. I'm not even getting paid that much. Like,
so at what point after you've left work did you get like oh fuck, was this really the right decision? How long did that first oh fuck?
Oh, it was like the next day.
The
next day. When I was selling that BlackBerry Playbook, like $40, I could have worked.
Oh fuck! Because I have to imagine though, it's a tough transition to go from a steady paycheck to whatever you were getting from comedy or from doing stand up, but a lot of people would probably just go back to their 9 to 5 after a certain amount of time. But you stuck it through.
Yeah, I stuck it through. Yeah, what happened was I think I was like 29 or 30, and I just turned 30 actually. I think I just turned 30. Yeah, 2012. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I just turned 30, and it was like August, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to, because I'm I was single. I'm still single and childless at the time, and now, but I didn't want to. What year is this? I'm living the same year. So 2012. So I just turned 30, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't want to wake up 40 in the same place, even though I'm like almost 40 now, and I'm waking up in the basement now. I'm in the basement of the house.
Hey, everyone has their,
All right, can we edit this out? I do not like this story.
Well, so that's the other thing that I wanted to touch base on was that at some point, are there people that are in your influential circle who are like, hey man, like it might be time to get some like a 9 to 5, like go back to that kind of thing?
No. Other comics, they're like, no, never.
Oh, I meant more like your family.
Oh yeah, every day.
Oh, really? Eh?
Oh yeah, because we all grew up on that. That like that's how we're supposed to like live, right? You go to school, get a good job, get a family, get a house, blah 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 blah. Right?
Yeah.
That's how our ancestors did it. But like this is a totally different journey. This is like going on the other side of the mountain. I was like, what? No full-time job. You're just gonna go tell jokes and try to make ends meet. And yeah, it was scary at first, but then I don't. Looking back on it now, I don't regret it at all.
Okay.
If I could do it again, I would do it again.
You would. No looking back.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You'd probably do it even earlier if
yeah. Because I was like, yeah, I loved like the money, like working, and like I loved like my coworkers and stuff. But I would, you just wake up, you're like, oh, I can't. Mentally, I was like, I can't do this for 40 more years. Or whatever, how long it was, 30 more years. I was like, I can't do this. So mentally, I was like, I gotta pursue this dream, because like at night, I'm like, oh man, I'm having so much fun. This is great. And like, sometimes you get paid, and you're like, whoa, I got paid. Let's say I got paid $20. I got paid $20 to like make fun of my family or something.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, there's something to this. I'd rather do this than.
So we all know, like, especially with the Filipino community, they can be a little bit harsh when they have little judgments, or when you have like a family meeting or a family party and they come together and say, hey, what are you doing now? There's never any like you never feel like, I don't want to tell them what I do, kind of thing.
Oh no, I'm proud of it now,
because you're well known now.
Oh yeah, because now they know that I do stuff.
Yeah.
So but before, no, I've always been proud, because I remember even before this, I was ashamed to say that I worked at CABC.
Really? Eh?
Yeah, because I remember you used to work at you were like delivering, was it printers?
Yeah, photocopiers.
Yeah, and then I remember I went on a ride along with you.
Yeah.
And it was like so fun.
Yeah,
it was great. I'm like, you're driving around, you're talking to all these people, and like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no boss like watching you, because I'm used to like the boss like always like lurking, if you're like in this office, I'm like, oh my god, you just wander around, like you go like Tim Hortons, you can do everything you could, what I mean? You have all this like freedom.
Yeah,
you're getting paid. I was like, oh, this is great. I would watch a show of you delivering photocopiers.
Just my everyday life.
Yeah.
What's for lunch? What's for second lunch? What's gonna be for third lunch?
But then, like, if you saw me working at CABC, you're like, why would you watch this? This guy's just sitting there like an idiot.
You need to change. You need to get out.
You need to change. Yeah. So I encourage anyone, if you have a passion, keep working on that passion. And if you love what you do, the money will follow.
Listen to Ernst. Look at that, hey? Who is this guy? Is this Tony Robbins? Is this the BFFisode podcast?
I've been reading this book called The Power of Now, Kevin. That is the power.
Ah, yes. The guy that tells you to be ever present. Always
ever present. Are you present? That's what you ask. That's what I ask myself every few minutes. Am I present? Am I in this moment?
Speaking of moments, before I forget, we should do a quick shout out, because I think it is our friend Clifford and Tanya's wedding anniversary.
Yes, it is their sixth year. Anyways,
sixth.
Well, anyways, whatever. They got married in 2015. So 6 years they've been married. So congratulations, Clifford and Tanya. All right. Yes. Okay. That's good. That's good enough for this week. Okay. Right. Do you have anything else?
Some inspiring words from Ernie Vicente.
Some inspiring words. Yes. Please check out my
live,
laugh, love. Inspire. Inspire yourself on YouTube. Check that out. How to be happy. Go. Yes. All right. So thank you guys for listening and watching this on YouTube. So you know what? You can follow me on the internet at Ernie Vicente and Kevin.
You can follow me on Instagram at Kevvarius, KEVVARIAS.
All right, cool. Yes. So then we'll see you guys again next week.
Toodles.
There's like a lag.
I know. I heard myself after